Beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? We're going to continue talking about our studies of witchcraft in politics, and how that there is a witchcraft spell that puts people to sleep all across the world, but especially right here in America. Especially right here in America. This is an English-speaking country, so we use it constantly, so it's very easy for us to be under that speak and spell of witchcraft. Now, there was something that was bothering me for a while and I just couldn't put my finger on it. But as all secret societies, they have a certain language or symbols. Symbols will be their downfall. I don't understand why it's so hard for the Q community to now make this next step that it's a language. So there is a language, but anyhow, everybody gets there eventually. Now, within the politics on the Republican side right now, okay, just for a year or so right now, there is this face. I can't remember if I just jumped into this or not, but there's a face that everybody is supporting. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a comedian, it doesn't matter if you're on the outskirts of the politics situation, if you're involved in any type of wanting to be involved in politics, or if you're a big supporter of politics. Let me put it this way: if you're making money off of politics, okay, if you've got that kind of voice, they're all supporting this man. And I mean, and this man made it all the way into the White House, and you know, everybody is saying buy this man's products. And I'm just like, why does everybody have this concern about making Mike Lindell so rich? You know, I mean, everybody, it's their gig. Like, he's the only person that's being attacked on a certain side, so everybody must support him. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Everybody's like, you know, this support Mike Lindell, a great American hero, right? And all for that. I'm all for that. But why has there been such an obsession with it for a couple of years now? You know, what's his story was, you know, he had a hard knock life like everybody. Not that everybody was hooked on drugs. I'm just saying everybody has a hard knock life. And if you get through it and survive it, you become stronger. And so we can't always judge our past for what we're doing now. Okay? Now, we do and can change. When we're born again, you do change. That doesn't mean that you're going to do things right and always be perfect. By heaven, by all means, no. Okay, we're going to make mistakes. That's still the learning process. But it's still, I'm obsessed with why they're obsessed with Mike Lindell. And I say that the American language is a witchcraft language that is casting people and putting them to sleep. And this whole thing is about Mike Lindell's My Sleep Pillow. Is that what it's called? My Pillow? Yeah, My Pillow. And we put our heads on it and we fall asleep. Right? So, I mean, they're supporting somebody that's trying to put you to sleep. I mean, if we just look at it with open eyes and not asleep, everybody's pushing a product, a pillow. And you put your head on a pillow to fall asleep. And they want all of us to buy these pillows. I mean, it'd be one thing if just one or two people had that as their, you know, they want to support this man, but everybody across the board, it's really, really bizarre. So let's go ahead and look at Mike Lindell's name and see if we can't think of something. See if we can't figure something out. Mike Lindell. This is how you spell Mike Lindell. And I want to go ahead and put and show right off the bat, we've got Linwood. Okay, Flynn. I forgot the other third one we were using just the other day. But right off the bat, L-I-N. Lion. Lion. I'm not saying that. I just saying that isn't it kind of odd? That right off the bat, right? And Dell. Yeah. Anyways, we're doing mirrors right here. I'm not saying they're laughing and mocking at you. Me, you, us, all. But this is his name spelled backwards. L-L-E-D-N-I-L. And then it dawned on me, wait a minute. See how the L is spelled with just straight lines? The capital is like this, right? But the small is 2. So we could read Lindell again, because the I, if we made it, say, a capital, could be a line, could be read like this. Line, 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 line on each side. And what is the 1111 columns within the Freemasons? That's right. The Freemasons used the pillars. The Freemasons used the pillars. So Mike Lindell's name, mirrored backwards, has the pillars right over it, right? I mean, he's surrounded by it. Also, the L is the I'm trying to remember even how to do the Mason thing. But anyways, it's the L and it's the compass and the square. The square is an L. And they put the L, I can't remember how it works right now. The compass and the square. And L is the square. Now, again, LL, LL, or column. And then when it's mirrored backwards, EDN in the dictionary is an abbreviation for addition or education. Okay? When you go through these secret societies, you go through a lot of education, that's for darn sure, because you would have to be taught and shown how these things work and what the pillars mean and all this type of stuff. Now, I'm not saying that every single person that sits there and supports Mike Lindell is a Freemason, but I am saying that the Freemasons are a secret society that's involved within our government that wants to have nothing to do with you. That's why they call it a secret society and keep these secrets from you. That's why they say one thing. Again, you go try to find a Freemason lodge and just try to walk in. Try to become a member. Once you're a member, try to ask questions. Try to get information. Nah, it's not how secret societies work. You have to earn your information. You have to do things first before you're allowed to see what's next. Just like cults. Just like people that would sit there and say blindly, go ahead and support a man, this company. My Pillow company does not represent America, regardless if it's a product made in America. It was never, something that represents America. But it does represent a group of people trying to put people to sleep by selling them sleep products. Is it me just looking at things just a little bit too weird? Or is it you that falls asleep watching TV on products? Okay, let's go ahead and say something like this. Witches cast spells. Witches cast spells. Like a voodoo doll is casting spells. I'm not saying this is happening, but if the Freemasons are trying to put you to sleep, and they're selling you a pillow that you put your head on every single night, and they believe in spells, is it possible? I'm just saying, is it possible that they could do and say and think or have something about these products before you even receive them? I don't know what the type of people that have my pillows, and I don't know what kind of dreams that they have, why they've experienced them since they've had them. I do not know that. But I would tell you one thing. I would never, ever, ever put my head on a product where everybody's trying to support for some blind unreason, and when you can see that the pillars surround the name backwards and I'm sure it goes much deeper than this. When you're in deep sleep, you only see the surface at best, huh? What kind of dreams do you think people are having with mypillow.com? It's just an interesting question. It's just a straight up, square up, straight question. That's all. Mike Lindell, are you part of the Freemasons? I know our government is. Are you too? MyPillow. Stay asleep.